Welcome back to Castaway the Island. I am your GM and humble narrator, Grant. This is our third part of the game, but just in case this is your first week checking us out, a few notes about what we'll be playing today and who your money will be benefiting. We're playing Castaway by Afterthought Committee, a wonderful team gracious enough to sponsor our stream. You can check out their next release, Every Villain is a Loser, coming to Kickstarter in February. And if you at any point during the game tonight use !evil, it will give you a link to that game in the chat. Go support them. They've been so nice to us this whole stream. To start off, some quick content warnings. Our game is a survival game, so keep in mind that there is potential for the following: physical harm via violence, accident, illness, weather, etc. Our characters can die. Physical deterioration due to lack of needed nutrition. Knowing deceit, including gaslighting, lying, and betraying previously established trust. Our characters will be choosing who leaves the game every week, either via vote or via death. Our cast has all met and have fully consented to this game, and safety tools are in place. Next, a quick guide to how the rules of the game work. There are two things to be aware of: our stats, which are physical and mental fortitude. Each character has a modifier in these stats, as well as a special skill in each stat. Our player will roll whatever dice they are currently on to see if they succeed in those stats. Some of our players have conditions. This can range from anything like physical hunger, cold, dehydration, or mental stress and panic. Anytime they take a condition, they will drop their die down to the next lowest die, starting from their D12 and working all the way to a D4. If they take 5 conditions, their character dies. And as a note, starting this week, conditions will be much easier to come by. Failed rolls, nasty tricks, the Islanders themselves. It could get messy. Last note, we are raising funds for Trans Lifeline, a nonprofit hotline that provides emotional and financial support to trans people in crisis. It's a cause very near and dear to our hearts here at Game Master Monday, as you will see many of our cast and crew have non-conforming gender identities. We encourage you to donate not just for this wonderful cause, but to also change the game. Our donors have the following options. If you spend $5, you may enter our weekly giveaway. More on this in a bit. If you spend $10, you may add +1 to a future roll for a player. $20 to give a random secret advantage to a player. $25 will heal a condition for a player. And if we hit our goal of $400 tonight, I will inflict a random condition on a random player. When donating, please be sure to include your name and which castaway you're intending to help. Anyone who donates at least $5 tonight will be entered into our raffle to win a personal game session with the voice of Alex herself, our very own Supriya, as your game master. That's a prize that I legit wish I could win, but I can't because I'm here hosting. With all of that out of the way, let's begin Castaway the Island. Welcome back, the full group here, the entirety of Team Aves and the remaining players from Team Oricto. You may notice you're all in a different order in the Twitch stream here tonight. We are now in the individual portion of the game. We are fully merged. Before we begin our first challenge, I'm just going to ask some quick questions here, see where our mentals are at, see what our brains are thinking about, how we're thinking of surviving and playing this game. Virginia, your team has essentially dominated the entirety of the competition. Are you prepared to welcome the Oricto stragglers into the fold? Or is there some other type of game that can be played here now?
Well, certainly, there's a new game here. While we are still 5 strong, we will be welcoming to the other 2 members of Ricto. But merge is when lines are drawn in the sand. That's when the game really starts. So
A lot of people feel that way, and it can also feel easy to retreat back into your previous alliance, but it can also be hard to feel like you can even get through to that previous alliance. April, knowing that they have the numbers advantage, how do you even approach the game now going forward? Do you feel like a sitting duck or do you have other plans?
I definitely don't feel like a sitting duck. This is all about strategy. I think now that we're in the individual portion, it's easy for people who have been successful in the past to become complacent and to rely on bonds that they think they've forged. But I'm not so sure things were as steady as Team Ave would have liked us to believe within their camp prior to this merge. But I'm excited to be here.
Oliver, you have been a fan, a student of this game for a long time. How important is pre-merge loyalty going forward, do you think?
So, Chad, I don't know if everybody else was raised with this idea, but I've always been taught that if you don't have loyalty, you don't have anything. So I don't understand why somebody from a Broken Foot Rabbits team would come in saying that loyalty don't matter over here on the Aves side. But it is what it is.
At least you had a visceral reaction to being compared to a broken-footed rabbit. What's going through your head right now?
I'm not a broken-footed rabbit anymore. My boyfriend fixed my legs.
I'm glad somebody found love.
Yeah, I'm very nervous because it's just like I'm not too worried about like losing April as a friend and like as a team person that I can rely on. But at the same time, I have not proven myself. I'm still on a team that was at every single elimination. I am a little nervous going into seeing like where the new lines are going to be drawn. But I also know that maybe like at least our team got to know each other better and liked us and liked each other. I don't know if these people have actually gotten to know one another and if they would like what they find.
Nerves is something a lot of people feel when they get here. Rachel, scale of 1 to 10 for me. How nervous are you feeling now that everyone is together and merged?
Sorry, they weren't part of our team the whole time. They're that's that this is new.
New humans for you to interact with.
Yeah. Pass. I just feel like I'll continue to dominate. And if anyone has a problem with that, then they can speak to me privately in my tent.
Sia, it was mentioned that the team that has to go through the most hardship has a tendency to grow closer together. Do you feel close to your former teammates?
My former teammates? Oh, we're pretty strong already. I don't think we're former teammates. I've seen the chart. I've sat with Rachel, went in the woods with Oliver. Um, that would like we've been through much more than just wait, I'm so sorry. You're telling me that that team's coming to our team? That's just gonna make this real. Oh, okay. You're Chet. You're just looking at me like that's a yes. Oh goodness.
That
Well,
is a yes. They are now
mm,
with you, and we enter the individual portion of this game. So while you were all living together, you are no longer technically a team, which means Callus, this part of the game, it becomes very important to socialize, strategize, manage any secrets you might have. How do you balance being a good member of a society with also trying to put yourself in a position to win this game?
Well, you know what they say, just like rising tides beat all stuff or something. I don't know. I only have heard that quote before. But look, we come, for most of us, 5 strong. We did what we said we're going to do. We're 5 strong. You got some new folks. You know, it looks like the other folks could use some help, and I'd be more than glad to help them through. You know, maybe we could get some wins for them. Because, you know, it's just like working together is great. You need to, like, you know, talk, work it out. And there's also like, keep your friends close, enemies closer, that kind of deal. That's another thing. But Chet, you know what else I believe?
What's that?
I believe that my sponsor this week is shouting out for the non-binaries in the chat and in the show and everything. Because, hey, non-binaries, do you believe? And by that, I mean, do you believe in UFOs and aliens and those that live not among us or maybe among us? Well, hopefully you could find more like-minded people in inbelieve.gay. This is all the site to find other non-binary NBs, theys, thems, all you can believe, all you could like fall in love with, and more out among the stars. Just use code CALLUS. You get a free month's worth of UFO swipes. Again, INBelieve, ENBYIELEVE.gay.
You see Chet turns for producer, go, are we sponsored by them? We are. Good for us. Castaways, let me introduce you to the first challenge of your new merged individual lives. The game is beginning anew. Some of you are banged up. Some of you might feel like you have a disadvantage heading into the merge. So why don't we bridge the gap a little bit, or even potentially widen the gap between you all a little bit? Behind me, you are going to see 12 cloistered items. We are going to be having ourselves a little castaway auction. No physical challenge to overcome, no standing on poles, no running around, no digging for bags. This is a pure and simple auction. Every single one of you are going to be able to participate in this. I'm going to start by having you all roll your current die. No modifiers, just your current die. We got a 7 for Virginia, 4 for Elise, 5 for Callus, 4 for April. Is that 9 for Rachel? Daggum. 8 for Sia, and Oliver has 7. You're going to multiply that number by 10. And you will see a little sweaty intern running around with a big like burlap sack, and they're handing you American dollars, equating to the number you rolled. So for your information, in case you are bad at math and were a theater major or an acting person in your previous life, April, you have $40. Callus, you have $50. Elise, you have $40. Oliver, you have $70. Rachel, you have $90. Sia, you have $80. And Virginia, you have 70. I am going to reveal one by one individual items. These are designed to help or hurt you. Some will be revealed beforehand. Some will be revealed after the auction. You will be allowed to bet any solid dollar amount. Please don't include change. We do not have change. There are no coins on the island, so everything will be in individual dollar amounts. Whoever bids the highest will win the item. And you will be able to use that item however you see fit based on the instructions given to you. Now, if you run out of money before the auction is over, don't worry. Money is not the only currency I accept. Use your imagination. You can offer me anything to win these items once you run out of money. Now, for myself, I'm going to roll a d12. Whatever number I roll is how many items will be in the auction. This number will be secret, meaning none of you will know when the auction ends. So bid wisely. Does everyone understand? Marvelous. Then let's begin. I'm going to make this one real nice and simple. The first item up for auction, he lifts up the cloister, you get to see it, is an herbal tea. Drinking this herbal tea will grant you the composure skill for the rest of the episode. So you'll get an advantage whenever you roll composure. Let's start the bidding at, say $5. Do I hear 5? I guess I should clarify how you bid. Raise your hand, and when I call on you, I will tell me how much money you are offering. April.
I'll do the $5 that you've started at.
$5 for April. Do I hear anything higher for the herbal tea? Not a lot of tea drinkers in the crowd. Callus.
Oh, $7.
$7. That is a higher number. Does anyone want to go higher than 7 for this herbal tea?
$8.
What was that?
$8.
8 for April. Do I hear anything higher? Debating if we want to get into a bidding war over tea. An $8 herbal tea. $8 going once. $8 going twice. Sold to April for $8. April, you get an herbal tea. You may put a check mark next to your composure skill anytime you have something in front of you where you think your composure could play a role. You can add 2 to that role going forward for the rest of the episode. This next item I'm not going to reveal to you. I won't tell you what it is. I won't give a hint. It's just going to be a secret item. So you have to ask yourself, why am I keeping this item a secret? But I can tell you, I would like at least $7 for it. Ooh, I saw it. Keep me honest here. Was it Elise or
Elise
Virginia?
was first, I think.
Elise,
Yeah.
what do you want to offer?
I'll put $8 down.
$8 for the secret item. Virginia.
I'll do $10.
$10 for the secret item for Virginia. Do I hear anything higher than 10? Oh, okay. I saw Sia first.
I'll do $11.
$11. At least you want to challenge 11.
No, I'm good.
Virginia.
$12.
$12 for the cloistered item. Anyone want to go higher than 12?
Oh, what the hell? 13.
13 for Elise.
14.
14 for Oliver.
15.
15 Virginia. Everyone anxiously doing math in their head, trying to decide if this is worth it or not. I have 15 to Virginia going once, going twice. Sold to Virginia for $15. He uncloistered the item, and you are given a knife.
Okay. All right.
A knife. No.
You may add the hunting or crafting skill on one of your checks, up to you, and you have that whenever you use the knife. And just in case you're curious, it also gives you +1 on contested rolls whenever you use it. Just hypothetically.
I understand. As I grab the knife and put it in my belt.
Enjoy a knife. All right, next item. This one I'm also going to keep hidden, and I will begin the bidding at $5.
$5.
Oh, I heard Sia for $5, so we'll honor that. April.
$6.
$6 to April. Do I see any other hands for this cloistered item? I think I saw Oliver first.
$7.
7. Callus kept his hand up, or their hand up.
Let's go 10.
10 for this secret item. Elise.
20.
$20 for this secret item. Elise. Rachel.
$90.
Rachel betting it all for this potential item. No one has more money than that. Rachel, you will win this item by default. Though you might be a little mad at me. He uncloisters it, and you see a bowl full of eyeballs. Fish eyeballs, to be exact.
Okay.
Mm.
Not
I was about to
human
say, Where'd
ones.
you get them from him? Where'd
Don't
you
worry
get
about
'em,
it. Big ocean.
I
Don't
would
ask
like-
questions.
I would like for the camera to cut away to like a confessional where Rachel
Yes.
is just like, everybody else seemed like they really wanted it. So
So I took it from you.
I had to take it away.
So with the bowl of eyeballs, Rachel, what's going to happen is you are going to take one other condition. If you want a name for it, it makes you a little sick because it's eyeballs. But you will not be able to suffer from a hunger condition tonight. Your belly will be full. So you're safe from that at least.
Beautiful. Thank you.
All right, no more secret items for now. Why don't I show you this one? I'm going to start the bidding at $1 for this item. And he pulls up a cloister, and you see a charcuterie board, a spread of 20 different edible bugs.
I already got my bug
Deleted.
roll up. Someone else can take this.
Callus,
$1.
$1 for the row of bugs. Do I hear anything higher than $1?
$2.
$2 to Oliver. People starting to
$3.
wonder, why would he show us the bugs? Who said 3? Is that
Great.
April? Sia.
$5.
$5 to eat 20 bugs. Do I hear more than
$6.
five? $6 for the row bugs. So fun watching the gears turn. I have $6. Anyone want to go higher than 6? Going once, going twice. Sold to April for $6. Watching horror as I do math.
I've got math. I have a
26.
calculator up.
I know
That's
that.
way smarter than what I'm doing by hand. So with the row of 20 bugs, I need you to make a quick mental roll for me.
Yeah, okay.
I need you to clear 12.
Blah, 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 blah. That's just 12.
Whoa.
Great. Now do it again.
That's that's a 10, so that's 16.
Okay, then you will not take a condition. Congratulations. In
Did I
addition,
get
as
to
a
keep the bugs?
you've eaten the bugs.
Oh, I wanted to keep the bugs.
So I will tell. So this is. I should clarify with the auction. If I present you a food, this is something you're eating here and now. So as Rachel ate the eyeballs, you have eaten the bugs.
Oh, Rachel ate.
Yeah, in
Oh,
front of us.
I did. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
she made eye contact with each and every
Eye
one of
contact.
Eye contact?
you. As she, yeah.
There go my
But because
schemes,
you've
Grant,
eaten,
my
because-
schemes.
because you've eaten the 20 bugs, you may roll a d20 for the rest of the episode.
Nice.
That's my girl. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Unless, of course, you take a condition later, but you have a d20 until you take a condition. At which point you will go back down to a d8, one under your current die. Cool? All right, let's bring out the next item here. I'm also not going to hide this one, though I am going to start the bidding a little bit higher. I want at least $8 for a full and refillable hydro flask full of nice, clean, unsalted water. And it's cold, too. Virginia
You said it starts at $8.
starts at 8.
I'll do $10.
$10. Looking at the board, Callus.
15?
I still see Oliver's hand up. Oliver,
30.
$30 for clean water. Do I hear higher than 30? Elise,
40.
$40. Sia,
$51.
$51. I knew inflation was getting crazy, but this is ridiculous. Do I hear anything higher than $51 for clean water? A lot of head shaking going once, going twice. Sold to Sia for $51. No tricks on this one, Sia. You will successfully avoid the dehydration condition for 2 weeks. Now, I did mention earlier that we will not know when the auction ends. Some of you have been holding on to your money, bailing out of bids. The question is, will that be worth it? At least for now it is. Next item. This is going to remain hidden, and I want at least $10 for this item. Virginia.
$10.
$10. Elise.
$40.
40 off the bat. Callus.
41.
Damn it.
42.
42 for Oliver.
43.
45.
43. Playing fast and loose here.
49.
Oh boy.
50.
$50 from Oliver. Anyone want to go higher than 50? Can anyone go higher than 50? No.
What
Callus, you have 50, but what's it up?
what are these alternatives you said that we could do?
Well, if you want to give me all 50 of your dollars plus something, I'm willing to negotiate.
What are Mr. Provolone? What are we looking at? What you looking for?
Well, I mean, I am a very I like to haggle. So if there's maybe an item or something you're willing to do, or get creative with it. Do you have
I'll give you $50 and an egg.
$50 and a single egg that you have had on you for 3 weeks to me, who is staying at a luxury hotel. Oh, is this one of your bird eggs you found?
You can't tell. This is obviously a speckled hornet eater egg.
They just pay me to look good and talk good. To not to know bird eggs. All right. I mean, it is technically more than $50. So $50 and an egg. Do I hear higher?
So, Chet, here's the thing. I'll give you $50 and you can keep my camera that you currently have, and I won't sue.
I get to keep an object that I already have. Tempting.
And that suing is pretty nice.
And I won't sue.
It's funny when people tell me that out of the goodness of their heart, they won't sue a multi-billion-dollar production corporation with a full legal department. But I'll tell you what, if you, in exchange for not bringing your camera home, I'll accept that as more than an egg. Would anyone like to try anything else? Elise.
Would you accept $40 and the laptop that you stole from me?
No.
Okay.
I would like actual items that impact your presence in the game. I am being nice for Oliver's sake because he has the most money right now. I want it to be worth something.
I just double checked. Don't I have the most money?
Yes. Sorry.
But between the two of them, I'm not in this.
Second. Virginia, that's on me. My notebook folded in a way that made it look like you had $5 instead of $55. Hey, Rachel.
I just have a question, a clarifying question, if you don't mind. We can all die in this game.
Correct.
Can you?
Well, Rachel, we're all supposed to die one day, but in the immortal words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you strike me down, I will only come back more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I'm not hearing a no in any of that. So just clocking that for later. Okay.
$40 and I'll make sure she doesn't do it. I'll protect you, Chet.
This isn't about you anymore, Elise.
I am going to call the auction here $50 and the personal camera of Oliver.
Oh
for
my god.
this item.
God,
Things
let
were
be
getting
good.
a little dicey for old Big Cheese Chet Provolone over here, so I'm going to call it there.
So sorry, my friend.
Oliver, can you just talk to that production assistant over there? They will uncloister the item for you.
I don't like the sound of this, chat.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Production assistant number 3. Can you go ahead and
Handing it to you now.
God, I'm terrified. Oh no.
They hand you a small piece of parchment with instructions written on it. What you do is up to you.
Oh.
AKA, you may check your Discord DMs. Let's move on. I got another item here for you. Why not? I'm feeling generous, and also the dice is making me do this. This one I'm going to show you. This is a puzzle box. You will note there are 2 locks on it. It's pretty hard to solve, but they tell me there's something really cool in here. And I would like at least $15 for this item. A lot of hands. I saw Callus first.
$20. I love puzzles.
20 for the puzzle. And then I saw Elise, whose hand is still up.
$40.
$40 going for it all. Virginia.
$41.
41. Callus.
45.
45 for the puzzle box. People want to know what up with the box, but do they want to know that badly?
I do.
Going once, going twice. Sold to Callus for $45. The puzzle box is yours to do with as you wish. You may begin working on it once you get back to your camp.
Rat.
Let's see. Do I have any more items to give you? What could I possibly offer at this point in the game? Oh, here's something. He uncloisters burger, fries, and a nice cold soda. And for those who are vegetarian or vegan, uncloisters a second thing. We have an impossible burger with impossible fries and an impossible soda. No meat in this beverage. Let's start the bidding at 10. Virginia, I saw you first.
$10.
$10. Elise.
$40.
$40. Respect the hustle.
$41.
41 for Virginia as they continue to box Elise out.
Hey, they're just blowing their money. They're paying $40 for a hamburger.
It's
I
good
know.
week without food, you know? We gotta,
So-
or without good food.
So Oliver is going to lean over to Elise and be like, "Hey, listen," and is like eyeing the like the food, and it's just like, as somebody with, I'm willing to like part with a couple dollars if we could split them.
I don't know if you know, I have $40.
I have 20 left.
Okay. You have $60 then.
Yes.
Combined, you would have 60, yes.
that was Keon being stupid, not Oliver.
No, you're fine.
I was like, huh?
Oliver's a history teacher.
Yeah. It doesn't got anything to do with the maths. But Chet, will you allow this?
I'll allow it. If you want to combine your money, I'll allow it.
Okay. Because I fear I'm out after this.
Do I hear a combined offer of $60 from Elise and Oliver?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
That is the most money I can take from a player. So going once, going twice, sold to Elise and Oliver, who are now out of money. You can split the burger, the fries, and the soda. Heck, there's 2 of the things on there. Why not have one each, right? One of you can be a vegetarian this week. You each may resolve one condition.
Goodbye, dehydrated.
Which should bring you back to your D12. Congratulations, you did it. Now let's keep this one a little more secret. I am gonna keep this one covered, but I'm only gonna ask for $5. The only rule with this item is if you win it, you have to give it to someone. You are not bidding for yourself, you're bidding for someone else. I saw Callus first.
$5 and an egg.
$5. The hands are staying up. I saw April second.
$6.
$6. And Virginia kept it up. So Virginia,
$10.
$10. Do I hear more than 10? See ya.
$11.
$12.
12 from April. Virginia,
13.
13.
14.
14 for April. Ooh, I saw Virginia a hair before you, Sia.
15.
15. Sia, do you want to bid again?
16.
We'll take 16.
17.
17. Ooh, it's getting dicey. Do we hear more than Virginia?
18.
18.
19.
19. Virginia.
20.
21.
I forgot what 20
Sensing a
was.
pattern here. We're currently at 21. I believe it's going to April if that stands. 21 going once, twice. Sold to April for $21. He lifts the cloister up. April, this is a spoonful of salt. Just straight up fucking salt. You may now inflict one dehydrated condition on any player.
April's going to take a look around. This group of people that maybe you can put it on your eggs.
I mean, that is a good way to preserve them.
Ah, but alas, this is the auction. You eat it here, you eat it now. You take a spoon.
Do I put an egg on it?
No.
I
How
have
dare
two
you
eggs,
violate
I
the
mean-
onus of my own challenge?
I will.
Callus, you take a dehydrated condition. You are down to a D6.
Okay.
All right, gang. That's 9 items down. I wonder how many more we have left. Would I end on a spoonful of salt? No, I wouldn't. Please bring him out. You see a gentleman walk out from behind the trees. He is wearing a lab coat, a stethoscope, scrubs, and has his hands in his pockets, and he waves at all. He says, "Hello, my name is Dr. Johnson." And you hear Chet go, "This is Dr. Johnson. He's a doctor. He can cure what ails you. So if you're hurt, injured, anything, this might be a good time to get looked at. And, this is healthcare. So why don't we start the bidding at 15?
Full doctor.
A full-ass doctor. Virginia.
15.
15 for Virginia. Callus.
$5 and I'll build you a chair.
I'm going to reject that offer because when I say
Why?
offer me something, I want it to have like weight and importance. I have chairs.
It will
I'm
weigh
very
a lot.
comfortable.
Do you see these trees? It'll be so nice.
I'm looking for something a little bit more than a chair, Callus. $5 in a chair, not quite worth it to me. Does anybody want to go higher than $15? See ya.
$16.
16.
And this journal of plants that Sia has collected or knows about that are helpful that she has from her biology. Or not biology, botany. Yep, botany. Yep. Yes.
Oh, listen, I'll take the 16, but these are all sentimental objects, not necessarily things that are helping you in the game, but I'll take the 16.
Oh, they're
Virginia.
not sentimental at all.
Well, they're certainly not giving you an advantage on those rolls, unless if that book is tied to one of your checkmark skills, I would be willing to take removing that skill if the book helps with that. And the doctor would be yours.
It might, but also Virginia.
Oh,
All right,
keep it for now.
Virginia, go ahead. We'll come back to bidding. We'll see how you feel about it later. Virginia.
I'm at I'll do $20.
20 for Virginia. Some folks still have the money for the good doctor. Some folks don't. Do I hear higher than 20? Do I hear... What was that, Sia?
$21.
$21. Virginia.
25.
25. Looking for money. I'm looking for noble sacrifices. Does anyone want to go above 25? Sia.
I'll do 25.
We're at
And the
25.
book.
Can you... Oh, and the book. 25 and the book. So is the book tied to a specific skill? What would you be giving up in that case?
My botany skill.
Your botany skill. So 25 and unchecking botany. Does anyone think they can beat that? Virginia.
$40.
$40. I would consider that higher in this particular case.
Chet,
Yes.
if I myself have wonderful degrees in math, but I have a balance of 39, correct?
Correct.
Me Maz can't do math, so thank you.
So the question then becomes, is there something you think you can offer that might not be $40 monetarily, but I will put it this way. I am willing to do $39 and your botany skill, and I will call the auction on that note. I will call it for this item. If you don't want to do that, it goes to Virginia.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me roll for it real quick.
Okay. The dice will decide it.
Does the doctor only get rid of one condition?
The doctor will resolve all injured conditions,
All injured conditions.
which in yours and Sia's cases,
Oh, I guess I don't have an injured condition.
I would allow it to heal a condition if you
A-
don't have it for injured.
Okay.
But that might mean more to Sia than does to you, so we'll see.
Okay.
I rolled and it's a no.
Sia's dice say no. So sold for $40 to Virginia. What is your condition, Virginia?
I was really cold the other night. So a little
Well,
hypothermia, I guess we'll call it.
doctor takes a look at you, wraps you in a space heating blanket, gives you some hot cocoa. It's like, all right, simple. We just got to warm you up. So you can remove your cold condition and you are back to a D12.
Sweet. Thank you so much, doctor.
How about another item, gang? How would you feel about another item? Keeping this one hidden. So just keep that in mind. I will accept any offer. Open forum. Elise.
You can take one of my teeth.
I will give you one of Callus's eggs.
I got a gold one in the back.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you, I will
hey, I
take
need
a
all I can have.
I will take a tooth over an egg for sure. The current bid is a tooth. Do I hear anything more than a tooth? People asking themselves, how much is a tooth worth? I saw April's hand and then retreat. April, do you have an offer for me? No, Callus.
$5.
I like the tooth better.
What about a wisdom tooth?
Your wisdom tooth?
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
Your 3 wisdom teeth?
You
He
still
only got
have
one
them?
removed. He bailed out after the
because
first one
unlike
came
most
out.
people's, mine grown actually pretty well.
How many wisdom teeth can I take?
Sorry, you have whack wisdom teeth.
How
still have
many
mine.
wisdom teeth can I take?
Two.
Are you sure?
Well, how bad will it affect me?
Well, I'll put it
Out
this way,
here,
Callus.
bad.
You have 2 to give.
Oh shit!
I see Rachel.
Sorry, that was the salt talking.
Rachel. It's getting weird on the island.
Yeah. What? We don't even know what it is, or we do know what it is.
You don't know what it is.
We don't know.
We
It's
don't
a
know what
pointed
it
item.
is.
I've been offered a tooth so far, and to possibly kill Callus in a horrible dental mishap.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I did get a little riled up at the idea of people offering body parts. I do think that sounds intriguing.
Sure is funny. Because I'll tell you, we
Pretty
don't got
funny.
anesthesia or nothing out here. We have very basic medical provisions out here.
What about this? A cheeky little eye for an eye, we'll call it, Chet. I will sacrifice my navigation skill and play the rest of this game blindfolded.
Okay, I can interpret that like so. Okay. Interesting. I like that offer a lot. When you said an eye for an eye, I got like
I know. I was. Hey, look. If I could see what it was and it was good, I might.
So I've been offered play the rest of the game blindfolded and losing their navigation skill. Okay to interpret this. Would you be okay with literally playing blind as taking a condition? Would you be willing to go down a die, or you're just offering navigation?
I am not willing to take any conditions. I am only willing to sacrifice my skill.
Okay, noted. Let's see. At least mechanically, with your tooth, what are you literally offering me? What are you offering me, your game master?
Oh, okay. I could take a condition because that hamburger got me back to like full health. So it's just like I don't mind going back down.
So the question is, do I value a player having a condition or losing a skill more? I will take... I like them both. Can you both make me a contested roll? Just for funsies. You're both
for
at a
funsies.
D12. Highest number wins. Well, let's make it fair.
Okay. 10.
3.
Rachel, you may remove your navigation skill. The reward is yours, and you will privately, because I gave this to Keon privately. So let's keep it nice and orderly.
Okay. Navigation is gone.
There you go. And that is the auction. rolled an 11. You had 11 items here today to do with as you so choose. Some of you came out of this great, some of you did not. And you may have noted that in this challenge, I didn't reward any individual person immunity, and that is by design. Your first vote as a new unit, everyone will be vulnerable tonight. So this would be a great chance to check in with your alliances, check in with your advantages, see if you have what it takes to make it through another vote, and I will see you at the voting ceremony. And we will now go back to camp. And I get to take out a whole new page of my notebook. Everyone go ahead and roll me a d12 so we can determine our initiative order for camp.
Everyone?
Everyone, yes.
Okay. Just double checking.
I don't have enough fingers.
You don't have enough fingers. Okay, let's see. We got an elite 8 for Elise. What did you get, Oliver?
I got a 12.
A 12 for Oliver. 5 for Elise. 3 for Rachel. Wait, 5 for Virginia. I can't read.
I was going to say 5 Virginia.
Elise was 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 for Sia. 3 for Callus. There's so many people here. I'm not used to this. It's a whole new game for me, too. 7 for April. Okay, great. At least the first one's easy. Oliver, you get first dibs here in the new camp. Just to catch you all up, the Aves camp is where we are all staying now. The Aves camp has a first aid unit, which has already used one of its uses. So it has 2 left. I think that's what I said. Yes. Has 2 uses in the first aid kit. There's also hunting supplies here. So anytime you go to hunt with those, you can add 1 to any hunting roll. What you don't have, however, is food and water that got blown away in a recent hurricane mishap. So your options, of course, Oliver, are survive, look for secrets, or socialize. There is a vote coming up tonight, and everyone is technically vulnerable. So what would you like to do?
It's a little it's you see, Chad, it's questionable. It's a little trying to figure out life. Because I know if like wait a minute. So from the food that we ate today, do I need to eat again tonight?
You do not need to eat because you ate the burger, fries, and a soda. So you will not receive a hunger condition today.
Okay. So with that, okay, yeah. So Oliver is this is tricky. There's a couple different things I want to do. There are technically 2 things that I want to do. I would love to have a conversation with Elise just to like, welcome to camp and all that good stuff and all the niceties.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Cool.
We'll do that.
You are, of course, allowed to bring up to 2 people on any excursion. Sounds like you're socializing and we're meeting with Elise, but you don't have to bring 2 people. That's just the maximum. Anyone else you want to bring with you?
Rachel.
Elise and Rachel. If they would like to, they may join you. Elise, Rachel, do you accept Oliver's invitation to go chat?
Yeah.
Great. Now, for
Sure.
your benefit and for our audiences, here's the new vibe at camp. You will know that everyone here is still on camera. That will remain so we're not fading in and out like we used to. That is still going to be a thing. Your character still only knows the conversations they are privy to. So while you can hear everything as the human being that you are, the imaginary person in your brain cannot unless they are told directly. That said, while you are on camera and you're not in a scene, you are more than welcome to private message each other and talk in your Discord group chats. So just keep that in mind in case there's something that was left unsaid or unspoken. With that out of the way, Elise, Rachel, Oliver, the floor is yours. Oliver, what are you talking to with these guys?
Just hey Rachel. So
Yeah.
first of all, just want to say thank you for letting me crash in your tent the other night. That was amazing.
You
Because
were
I
quiet, so
I wholeheartedly thought you would have kicked me out just because off of principle. But thanks.
oh, sure. I mean, don't do it again.
Oh,
But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it was relatively unbothersome.
okay. So Elise, Rachel, I kind of got a question for you guys. I am just trying to figure out what you guys are like. You both terrify the shit out of me. I just want you to know that.
Why?
Um,
They
I'm
do?
sorry. Did I do
Both of you.
something wrong?
no, it's a good terrify because like I've seen a lot of this game, and you, I'm pointing at Elise, can easily win this just because like you're sweet, and then
Aw.
looks at Rachel like you are also just actually terrifying, and I know people like that.
People like that.
Absolutely.
What do you mean people like that? Oliver, what do you mean? What does that
Um,
mean?
And I look at Elise, I'm like, how am I supposed to tell her that people like her without her getting upset?
My hearing is heightened right now. So like I
Oh,
can hear.
I forgot. You can't. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Special.
So what is that?
People who are special.
Okay. Well, it's just that I don't want anybody to like me. I want to destroy all of you and win because this is a competition.
Well, that's true, but a part of like the competition is that like at a certain point we kind of do have to work together to survive.
I mean, maybe you do, but I'm doing just fine actually.
Hmm. This one is again. This is the thing. This is the reason why people like you. This is the part about you that people like because you're going to be self-reliant and you don't take anything, and then like you're next thing you know, you're going to be on All Stars. It's going to be great, but when you say destroy us, though, what do you mean by that?
Literally whatever I have to do in order to be the last one standing on this island. If I have to kill Chet with my bare hands, like I would.
I mean, we've all sort of been getting through this game without resorting to killing people. I think that we could probably, run a
Oh,
nice
sure.
clean
That's
game.
not my first choice for
Oh,
certain.
okay.
But
I just wanted to check.
he's the one who brought death into this whole mess. So I figure it's on the table equally,
I think it's on the table equally, but not that we should do it type of thing.
Sure, it's messy. But I would I would rather get into all of that, not get into all of that. It's just I don't know. I'm here to win. How can I help you, Oliver?
I just wanted to get to know you a little bit better and just like, bring like some people together just so we could have a little conversation. That's all. Nothing out of the
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to know me a little better?
No. Because I know you asked that so you could leave.
Could you just like spin me towards the door?
Well, there you go,
I'm
Oliver.
giving you a good like dizzy.
You give me a
twirl.
little
Just-
good spin. Okay.
Get out of here.
If for what it's worth, Oliver, me and April probably aren't going to vote for you. I appreciate
Oh.
you sharing your food with me and giving me that opportunity.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, kind of just wanted you to see Rachel in their natural element.
I've been seeing. I've been clocking her.
Okay.
I
Okay.
She is.
And she is. Just,
It's weird us coming in, especially because you guys have been together the whole time, but I'm gonna be honest, the vibes are off. The vibes were not like this at our camp. It's like it's weird coming into this, and I appreciate you going out of your way to sort of welcome us.
trying to do my best. When you say weird, what are you seeing that I'm not seeing?
I'm seeing 5 people who have been working extraordinarily well together and yet have not spent any time talking to one another to figure out exactly what everyone is capable of doing.
I mean, I think we've had conversations, but it's just I think we got here and we're like very like much go go go, and like we had to. The goal was a lot of just like surviving. It wasn't a lot of talking, and I mean it kind of sucks because it seems like you guys really liked each other over there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nice because now they're not here. And I don't have to worry about them hurting me
Why would they hurt you?
because Rachel just said that killing people is on the table.
Well, we're not talking about Rachel. I was talking about the Rachel's an anomaly.
Oliver, can you trust these people?
Um,
Can you honestly say that the people that you've been spending time in camp, that you trust them? I trust April. I trust you. I don't think you can trust these people.
Honestly, I trust majority of the camp. It's just Rachel who I have you have to sleep with one eye open with Rachel. That is 100% the truth. I wish Chet would have never put death on the table. At least they didn't get the knife.
That is true.
That would have been terrifying.
That would have been terrifying. Frankly, I don't think that she needs a knife.
No. Question.
And yet, yes.
This was for Elise though.
Oh, my apologies.
No,
Have
you're
this be
fine.
your final question, and I'll move on.
Yeah. So you do trust April, right?
Yes, entirely.
Okay, just making sure. Just trying to figure out who I can trust here, because I trust you.
Thanks, Oliver. I trust you too.
Well, Elise, you are next in the initiative order, and you just got a lot of information out of Oliver. Now, the question for you is, will you be surviving, looking for secrets, or socializing?
I think I will be looking for secrets.
Anyone you want to bring on that adventure?
I'm gonna bring April, and I'm going to bring Virginia.
April and Virginia, you have been asked to go take a look around the new camp. No big deal.
Virginia, I was wondering if maybe you could just, show us around, because frankly, you are the only person who hasn't made me either think that you are overly kind or overly scary at this camp.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely can show you around. I've searched around here a good bit for supplies, so happy to show you.
I'm so sorry. There's a dog here now.
Where did this dog come from?
My
The
God.
island dogs. Who let them out already? That's not supposed to be till much later.
Okay. We didn't hear that.
Trudy says trans rights. Trudy says trans
rights.
Thanks,
Trudy
Trudy.
says trans rights.
right.
Yeah, no, thanks for showing us around, Virginia. Really appreciate it. Do you go by Virginia, or is Ginny, or?
Virginia's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's a mouthful, but
Well, no, you just never know what people prefer to go by. Honestly, it's been really bizarre being called by my first name, but like Chet called me that from the beginning and I didn't feel like correcting anyone. So I'm just, new group feels like the time to get that kind of thing sorted out.
Sure. I appreciate it. So, I guess we don't really know fully what like the vibes were over at y'all's camp, but I guess like how did you two become the last two over there?
Well, I think, when you go through something, you tend to get pretty close. And towards the end, I don't know if you heard about the whole thing that we had a plant on our team, like that was being paid by production. It was crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. So Megan was a plant, and we had the cult leader. There was a lot going on our camp, but I think when it got to the last three of us, it was, Chad was just really selfless, and he didn't want to be here. So it came down to the two people who I think wanted it the most.
With that hanging in the air, I'm going to have you all make a mental check to look for those secrets. I'm going to tell you, here in the merge, we just hide the skull. You can't find clues anymore, so the DV has gone up for finding these bad boys.
I rolled 15.
15.
12.
12.
Sorry, I'm on a single monitor today. Let me pull up my silly little character sheet in this other tab. May I add if this is a mental check, may I add my investigation skill?
Yes.
All right. So that is a 15.
Can everyone else just roll me a quick mental check? Everyone else at camp besides you three?
Everyone else?
Everyone else. Okay. So that's Sia, Rachel, Callus, Oliver. County fingers are out.
I don't have enough fingers for this roll either.
What'd you get?
16.
Oh, yeah.
16 for Oliver. Rachel?
15.
15. Callus? Muted? In the meantime, Sia?
Hello.
11.
11. And Callus, go ahead.
I think I'm back up to a D8 thanks to a great sponsor.
Yes, a donor bumped our boy back to a D8. Thank you, donors. Still looking for those monies. I want to hurt people.
I'm up to a 13.
Oliver, you rolled a 16, right?
Yes, Chet.
You catch all three of them looking for secrets in the jungle. You are very well aware of what the merge means. Everyone's vulnerable. Three people just out there looking under rocks and trees. What could that possibly mean? Now, you, Oliver, have a choice to make here. Do you approach them or do you ignore it?
Can I have a third option?
I'm listening.
Because I see this going on. I don't want to interrupt. But I would like to how does one do this? If I catch a sign of where something might be, I would kind of want to throw them off somehow.
I'll tell you what. You can. Oh, how do I want to navigate this bad boy?
Yeah, you tell me.
Okay, all four of you. Here's how we're gonna do this. I would like all four of you to make one more mental roll.
I pinned the tail on the castaway. Okay.
That's a 22.
Good gravy.
Jesus.
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
So
forgot
many
you have a
wrinkles.
D20. What?
My
Great.
girl's got
Good.
so many wrinkles on that brain.
Oh, because
Okay,
you're
how
rolling a
about-
d20.
That's right.
Yes, because
April
rolling
gets
a
a D20. I forgot.
I didn't forget.
Well, to keep things simple, did anyone beat a 22?
No.
Of course not. I got close.
Out of
I
curiosity.
love this game.
Game fucking rules. Okay, here's how we're arranging that one. I was gonna see, just whoever rolled the highest could do what they will with that. Oliver has approached y'all to try and throw you off, but April, you're going to rebuff this. He only succeeds in distracting Elise and Virginia. You know what an immunity skull looks like, and you find one.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Now, I'm going to say, because of the successful nature of your role, with the overpowering success of it, you get to decide what you do with that info. Oliver distracted two of you, but not the third. So you're the only one who knows right now. And with that information, you are next in our initiative order.
I am.
So I'm going to let you use your turn to decide what you do with that info, if anything.
Okay.
But again, survive, secrets, or socialize.
I'm going to socialize with. Sia just turned their camera off.
We'll be back.
I'm here. I'm just speaking a bit of my food.
Okay.
All good. All good.
I'm going to socialize with Sia and with Oliver. I'm not going to reveal that I have this goal, but I want to talk. I want to have a chit chat.
Floor is yours.
Yeah. So hi. Happy to be here on this new part of camp. Things seem a little tense right now, and I don't think it needs to be that way. I think even though we're in the individual stage, I think there's still teamwork to be had,
Of course.
especially when it comes to, I think, all of our safety, which I think is very important at this juncture. I don't know who you two are planning on voting for, but I just want to present some options and see if either of them make sense to you two. I mean, you know them better than I know them, obviously. So my first pitch to you is Callus. Really more for their sake than anything else. They look a little bit worse for wear, and I would hate for them to die here since that's an option. So we could vote them off to save them from that terrible fate, maybe get them to a doctor or something of the like. Is it what they would want? Probably not. But they would be alive, right? Which is maybe a win in its own right. On the topic of keeping as many of us alive as possible, Rachel concerns me a bit.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, in regards to Callus, didn't you all say that you had like a plant in the camp that worked for production?
Megan, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Callus for us.
Oh.
Just
so you
because
think... Oh.
Just because like every time that they're talking, it's always about a sponsor. So I'm thinking that Chet is getting a write-off on this.
Mm-hmm.
There's something they're getting off the top here.
Uh-huh.
Chet's really good at hiding it and asking the other producers if they have a sponsorship and just really good.
Right.
Or they're here without Chet's knowing.
Right.
I don't get the plant vibes from Callus. Maybe that's just because I don't know Callus as
Oh,
well.
I don't think that they're like a producer plant. I think they're a sponsored plant.
They're a
That,
sponsor.
like there's a check
Yeah.
as long as they are on the
Mm-hmm.
show. That Chet gets a bonus on this.
Yep.
Chet gets a bonus.
Yeah.
Do
So
And as
you
long
really
as they can talk to a confessional and say their blurb, they get what they need, and that's it for the rest of
Yeah.
the rest
So
of the day.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a med kit already at camp waiting for Callus right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in that case, do we want Chet to keep making money?
I mean, if he makes more money, we make more money.
In theory.
In theory.
Which I suppose circles you towards Rachel.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that I would that is the reasoning. It's mostly for personal safety.
Yeah,
Personal
I
safety.
would say now that there's a knife kind of put into the game,
Yeah.
if I somehow, I don't know, found like a morning after you just see it in Rachel's hands, that wouldn't be surprising. And that's scary to me.
Very.
Uh-huh. And you think that's like a real possibility of that happening?
I don't think Virginia would let them get a hold of it,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh,
I do
no,
think it is a
but-
possibility.
Yeah, it would be something that, happens, not like something that Virginia like allows.
Yeah.
But agreed. When I think of random or when I think of the possibilities, it runs when I think of Rachel, just on what could happen next. And if we are all, let's say, just the four of us, all on for a challenge, it's no surprise to me if Rachel just decides to take us all out to get to the win. And that makes sense for this game, but the way they do it though,
I mean, they've already threatened Chet twice.
they
Twice.
have.
Yeah. No, that was a lot. And
Twice.
listen, like I think we're all playing the game, right? We all want to win, right? I
Mhm.
don't think us, Virginia, Elise, I don't think we're the murderous type. I think we're willing to play the game and keep things, as amicable as possible in the conditions that we're in. So I know I can talk to Elise and I can sway them to vote for Rachel, because I don't see Elise voting for either of you or for Virginia, just knowing her.
I mean, I had a conversation with Rachel and Elise today.
Oh wow,
It didn't go the greatest from Rachel's side.
that was a choice.
It was, but the main thing was hoping that Elise would see what Rachel is capable of.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're on the same page. Is what I'm getting at.
Thanks.
Guess we'll see. I guess we'll
guess we'll
see if
see.
we're on the same page or not. We will move to Virginia's turn, right? Yes,
yeah.
Virginia's turn.
I would like to look for supplies of some sort.
It's a
So
wise decision.
I think I'll look for food since I have a knife, as it's been said,
You do have a knife.
as
the
well as
knife.
hunting supplies.
Mhm, mhm.
But
A
can
lot of
I?
good advantages there.
Yeah, can I take some people with me to come?
Of course, you
okay.
can hunt in a party up to 2 people.
I'll ask Sia and Callus if they would like to go hunting.
We go on hunting. Sia and I've blended your names together. Sia and Callus.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
going, Salis.
Yeah, I figured we should, get some food. Maybe enough for the whole camp, but
Yeah. We got like a little wiped out from
we did,
all
yeah.
the rain.
We have
Uh,
new people, so I think we should have a little extra.
Yeah, like a little feast now that we're all together, maybe.
Agreed.
Yeah. last time I was able to get some pretty good fish with the
Okay.
hunting and stuff. Do you think that would be a good idea?
We could do some fish.
I
Yeah.
don't. Do you? What kind of? What I mean, obviously, like I found like some eggs, obviously from birds, but like what kind
That's
of
true.
animal?
Have we seen any like larger mammals or anything around
Yeah,
the
like are there like maybe like I don't know, 25 to 50 wild boars or something?
throwback?
Or or are we able to fashion like a big enough net for like a, a
Oh,
huge
you know,
enough fish
I
and some
be- be-
seafood?
Oh,
before like farming stuff, I used to be like a how-to TikToker.
sure.
Like so like I remember all these things that helped me survive last time were like to make like really simple traps to get like even like a wire trap to get even like a bigger one because if they're caught then they either it's a little mean but like their leg gets they lose their leg and that's food for us or we can
Sure.
catch the animal.
This will be, as always, a physical check. If you have a skill or an item that helps you hunt, you of course can add those advantages.
Cool.
Can foraging work for that?
It depends on what you're hunting for. Are we looking for animals or fruits?
I guess probably animals was our
Yeah,
Yeah, this
I was gonna try to craft a trap using maybe some wire, like fishing wire or wire from our hunting stuff.
yeah, I believe foraging is a mental ability, so this would be a physical check.
okay. But we do have hunting supplies. That is helpful. Okay.
Yes.
Does that stack with my knife by chance? Or no?
Yes.
Oh, it does. Okay. Oh.
I rolled 13 to make a trap.
Okay. We have 13.
I rolled 11 just for my physical.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Fear.
Don't love that. Don't.
No, did not.
Not a big fan of the laugh I just heard. Thank
No.
you. Okay, I'm gonna
Potatoes
go
out
in.
there.
I'm gonna go in descending order. With your roll, Callus, you are able to use your trap and scrounge up some fish. So I need you to make a contested roll for me against my fishy boys.
Cool. Physical one.
This is a contested roll, so you're using your current die
Okay. Oh,
and
just
no
correct that.
modifier.
Okay, that is going to be a 6.
Just barely beat my fish. Okay,
Fuck your fish.
so with the difference in the contested roll, I'm going to say you catch a fish, a single fish with your trap, enough
it
to
a
feed
fish?
a player.
A player.
A player. A single one. See ya. With your successful hunting roll, you are able to locate grubs, edible insects, the kind of thing you need to stave off hunger for a person. You still got to do a contested roll though and see if these bugs want to get caught. Let's see if you're faster than them. So just roll your current die for me.
A 6.
Yeah, you win. See ya. If you choose to eat those bugs, you will not go hungry tonight. Again, if you choose to eat the bugs. Which brings me to Virginia. Now you're gonna be in a little situation here.
Sure.
Because with 9 or lower, the game has gotten more difficult, and you're going to encounter something you can't eat, something you can only hope to outlive.
Ooh.
You are staring face to face with a venomous snake that is coming towards you. This is a contested roll that you have to survive. If you win, you do not get anything. You will just avoid taking a condition, and that will be your current die against the snake's die.
Could I pitch to you?
Mm-hmm.
I have composure as like a checked skill. Could I like try and keep my composure here while face to face with a venomous snake?
Since it's a contested roll, the verbiage is your current die. However, the knife does give you +1.
Okay, we'll do that works too.
Watch as Virginia knife fights a snake.
And can we use our +1s to like our donor +1s?
Yes, your donor +1s apply here.
Okay, then I'll use one of those plus my knife for a. And do I add physical or it's just the
Nope,
die?
just your current die. So the number of the die plus those two
12.
things.
12 total.
You survive the snake.
Oh, thank God.
You-
Do I
you
get
crack-
to eat the snake? Do I get to eat?
No, venomous.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In this
So-
particular
so-
hunting situation, you just survive a snake attack.
Okay.
Venomous is not poisonous. You can eat venomous things. Poisonous
Well, then
things
the other
you cannot
thing.
eat.
What do I look like, a scientist?
I'm just saying, all snakes are venomous. Like if you can die from it, it's venomous.
Okay,
I'm
poisonous.
I'm a snake boy. I'm a
It's one
snake
of those-
boy. I'm sorry.
It's one of those rare snakes where it's both.
Snake boy.
It's both. It's both. I understand. It's too
No,
bony.
I
It's not
appreciate you, Oliver. I was a theater major in school. I didn't learn about snakes or cool things. I mostly learned breathing exercises. So, Virginia, you survive. The three of you may reconvene and discuss your spoils or lack thereof for a brief moment.
So that didn't go so well. Feeling not so good. So we don't have a feast to bring back to our fellow teammates here, huh?
I was only able to get a fish. So
And bugs.
I still have some of my eggs, so we could, if anyone's going really hungry tonight, we could just give it to whoever.
Yeah, that would work. And while we're on the subject of teammates and stuff, what are you like? How are you two feeling tonight about the vote? Five strong or
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's yeah, that's what I was going for, 5 strong. It's just
Have we always been 5 strong? It's been like 4 strong, right?
okay? I didn't want to be the first person to say it.
oh, okay. I mean,
But-
I'm listening.
You know, there's some. Yeah, there's another person on this island who's playing a different game than I think the 6 of us, right?
I mean Rachel, right?
Yeah, let's just say it, right, Rachel.
I bet Rachel's killed at least one man.
At least.
I thought that. And I didn't want to say it out loud.
No, I mean you see the look on their face, like I just want to know why they're here to win so bad. Like obviously, like, we all want to win, but it's a good thing we can't see their eyes right now, because I think the daggers they'd be staring would become real at some point.
And then saying, oh, they'll have a meeting in their tent if they want to have a word. I don't want to, like, I was in there for 1 second and my goodness. Every little, all the goosebumps
Yeah,
all
I mean,
raised.
so I mean, maybe I could go, like, maybe chat with them later to see, like, if we could get on the same page, maybe. Because I think 5 strong would still be great. I mean, I get that Elise and April, they still have their bond, so I get why they fed me the salt. I don't want to be too cliche. I'm a little salty, but I was able to get some water. I'm okay. I don't wish them harm or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I could go either way. I guess Rachel's certainly a wild card, so to speak. But we do have a solid 5 against a 2. If we
True.
cross that, it gets a little tricky.
Mhm.
And they
But-
kind
Yeah.
of seemed like they were forged together after losing their teammates. So breaking them apart would kind of make it a little easier.
Yeah, I mean, it also would just help us survive, because who the hell knows what Chet's going to throw at us at this point. So if they're already working together, if we have more people working together as a unit, then it could work.
I guess
Could
the
work.
question is, are we working together as a unit?
I mean, we are, right?
The three of us certainly are right here, right now.
I guess we'll see. Keeping things moving, we got 3 more players here. Callus, you are next in the initiative order. I'm going to give you the option here. You did do a survive just now, so you are, and you also did a socialize. So you are welcome to call this your turn if you are good. But if there's one other thing you want to do, you have the option.
Socialize our puzzle box. Social.
Oh, you also have your puzzle box. You can spend your turn doing that.
I'm gonna do one more socialize.
One more socialize. Cool. I'll give you one person for this one since you just did a socialize. So you can talk to one person.
Yeah. I'd actually love to go chat with Rachel.
Rachel it is if Rachel accepts.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. So I'll
wanna
head over.
To me tonight. That's interesting.
So yeah, I'll just go in and just like, hey Rachel, Callus, and like you could probably hear me. I saw your ears perk.
Yeah, I know the sound of your voice.
Yeah, great. Just want to see like how are things looking for tonight? You took a big risk with the blindfold, and I really like. I think that's like mad props.
Yes. How are things looking? Sorry, for me?
Well, just in general, we're gonna have it's a vote tonight, and now we're vote. It's the first time we're doing it. What are your intentions going, and what are you thinking?
Oh. To get
To
rid of
load out.
somebody and not myself. Those are my general intentions. Is that different from yours?
Well, no, it's I just want to see like who's on your to get rid of. Do you have anyone in mind? Because I know. Hey, I know that you're here to win, and I
Yeah.
respect that. And
Yeah.
we're all here to win, but you're here to win.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to vote for the weakest link that's among us so that we can get rid of that person and stop kind of the softness of this whole charade. So, we're just going to get rid of the weakest person.
And for you, who's that?
I feel like it's so obvious.
Oh, but obvious to one person is a puzzle box to another.
Yeah. Have you opened that yet?
No, not yet. I spent time getting some food.
Well,
not all of us were gifted a bowl of eyeballs. They looked great, by the way.
they were better than you think.
Mm-hmm. Better than
Yeah.
salt.
Probably. Although they were salty.
I bet.
Yeah. So this was nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand. Really quickly.
Okay.
Just before you kick me out. I
Okay.
just want to know. It's on my mind.
Yeah.
Why are you here? I know to win. What's this motivation? What's driving you?
Is that not enough? Does that not drive you? Like the
Of
ability
course.
to be the best at something, the ability to be better than everyone else at something, so much so that you win a televised competition that proves that you're the best at it. That's not enough for
There's more
you?
than that.
Yeah. No,
Winning
that's
just on
enough for me.
winning on television isn't everything. You just look like someone that won't let anything or anyone stop you. And just, I thought,
No, I won't.
yeah, I think we're more similar than you think.
With that, I'm
Okay.
going to throw it to Rachel's turn.
Okay. Right. Just remind me again. It's survive,
Yeah,
look for secrets,
survive,
socialize.
secrets, and socialize. So you can do things to help heal or prevent conditions. You can go find other advantages, or you can check base with your fellow players and see how to do a vibe check.
If I do survive, is that like one where I can bring someone along?
Yes, you can bring up to 2 people. I will say that you've already eaten, so your hunger is good.
Yep.
Water and possible shelter things are still up for grabs. So whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna I have hunting supplies.
Yes.
Um No. Okay. I'm going to try to get myself some water. And if Sia would, I would like for Sia to come along.
See it. Do you accept?
Oh, muted doll.
Hunting for water.
Yes,
Hunting for water.
Hunting for water.
Got it. Sia doesn't need water, but they'll join.
Okay.
See, it did win a big hydro flask at the last challenge.
I think what happens is Sia, the next time you like just walk past like a specific patch of grass, you just hear psst, Sia. And Rachel is crouched
Oh,
in
it's
the grass.
happening. They've been talking to their plants since like, I don't know, 12 years old. And then during their botany degree and their biology degree, and they're like, it's finally happening. They're talking back to me.
Sia.
Yes. Is that you? Yeah. Oh,
Crouch
hi.
down. It's me. Oh,
Why are we
goodness.
crouching?
Well, I'm just listening. I'm listening for the sounds of water, and I'm trying to just see if I can become really good at that. I think this is going to be really great development for me. I wanted to talk to you because everybody keeps trying to speak to me, and you're the only one that I remotely like. So I don't know why that keeps happening.
I know.
Everybody
And somehow we
seems
end up always alone together. Where's the nearest camera?
All over the place.
Oh,
Surrounded by them at all
yeah,
times.
I'm sure they're everywhere. I can like they're always on me, it feels like. But if we go a little bit deeper this way, we'll be just out of view. If you just but there's water down here, I think. And everybody wants to talk about who they're voting for. And it's like everybody talks in code, and it's just I just don't have time for it. Anyway, we gotta get rid of Elise.
Is that who you're voting for?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's a useless situation here. We've got to split these two up. They're too lovey-dovey about each other, and oh my god, we all used to be friends. It's really too much. It's weighing down the mood of the whole competition. And also it'll just be more fun competition-wise. We'll get to actually compete.
It's true.
Anyway, I think genuinely in the end, it'll be the two of us. And of course, then I'll beat you, but that will be fine. It'll be
Until I
be fine.
tackle you off something during a challenge, and then it all goes to shit. But I'm just kidding. Don't worry. That's
Oh my god, your
that's
sense of
wild.
humor. I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk over here, and right here, this angle, I'm just right here is perfect. They're just gonna make eye contact with the camera just to be like establish alibi and time of like point of time, day, and also, do you have anything on you to hunt for some water? What are we thinking of?
Oh, well, I have all my hunting supplies, obviously, but I just, I I was just gonna get some fresh water and put it in this pouch. Yeah.
Great. And they just say it out loud. Rachel has their hunting supplies here, and they have pretty much for the camera to establish like suspect.
Like 20 thumbs up all at once.
Yeah. yeah.
But they
Looking for-
say, okay.
Looking for fresh water will be a mental check for me.
Okay. Sounds good.
Normally, I'd say you can use navigation, but
No. That's a 16.
Wow. Okay. Who needs it?
Yeah.
See ya.
I did not roll. I'm so sorry.
All
I
good.
thought it was just
All good.
it's at 9.
Okay. Sia, not as well versed in finding fresh water. You're more of a fresh plant kind of girl. I will say, though, with a low roll like a 9, Sia, something happens to you while you're trying to locate this fresh water. You are a botanist, you thrive out in nature. This is genuinely frustrating for you. You spend all day looking for something to drink to add on to this, and you come up short, and you're going to take one exhausted condition. As for you, Rachel, no problem. Fresh water located. You will not be dehydrated tonight, and that is able to be shared with the camp if you choose.
Can I share it with only Sia?
You can, though that won't resolve the exhausted condition, but you can check in on Sia's mentals.
What?
Sia,
Sorry. So we're
have some water.
there we go.
Have some? What?
Yeah.
What?
Have some water.
Oh, yeah.
You have sort of like a beleaguered tone in your voice, and I think you need just some cold H2O to get you back up into fighting strength.
What? I mean, yeah. Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. A nice touching moment, if not a mechanical one. Sia, we will go to your turn. You are the final one in our initiative. The same options are open to you. You have eaten, you have had water.
There's looking for secrets.
Anyone you want to bring with you?
Elise.
Elise and Sia looking for secrets. I will have you both make a mental roll.
The 15.
Good.
And that's a 12.
With a 15 and a 12. Oh, I said good a little preemptively. Everyone gets to make a mental roll again.
Oh.
The remaining 5.
That's a 25.
Good. Okay, well, we'll keep it easy. Does anyone beat a 25?
No, but I finally have enough fingers for this. Yeah.
April.
Yeah.
You
what's up?
find Elise and Sia out in the jungle looking for secrets. You have a skull. Only you know about it so far. You catch them. Do you ignore them or do you go and confront them?
Huh. I think I see this. I see this. I take note of this. I let it go.
April chooses to ignore, which means you get a chance at redemption, Sia and Elise. One more mental check.
Come on, hot dice.
Big bucks, no whammos.
No whammies.
13.
13 and
16.
Elise, you find a secret hidden in a little tree. In the knot of a tree, a piece of parchment tied to an inconspicuous branch. And it will have a clue written upon it. Well, it's going to give you an advantage, and you can choose to share this with Sia since you did find it. But the clue to obtaining an advantage here simply says, if you know someone has something extra in this game, you can ask them to give you the same. Do you share that with Sia?
Yeah, I think that Elise is just like, what do you think this means?
Sorry, I'm so exhausted.
No,
What?
it's okay.
Oh, goodness. Let me just read that one more time.
Yeah.
Share. Oh, I'm guessing if you ask Callus for eggs, they would have to give you also eggs, kind of like that.
But I would have to know that they have it.
Yeah.
Do you want to go sit down? Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Maybe I'll take a good nap after I eat some grubs. But
If I could grant, with your permission, I still have like my bug, like hummus bullshit thing that I
The
found.
schmear.
Yeah, my schmear, my buggy schmear. And I go, it doesn't look. This will help, I think, if you want it.
If we're offering the bugs to resolve exhaustion, I will let Sia make a physical roll, and if you roll higher than 15, then it will.
it's not.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. 9 plus 6. Yes.
That's right on 15. Target hit. Sure. Enjoy your D8 back. Kind of playing fast and loose with some of the mechanics here, but hey, if it works, it works.
That helps. That helps. I had to not think of them as grubs.
Yeah, no, there's a reason why I
that
didn't eat
helped.
that yet either.
Yeah. That's smart. That's very smart. You're a lot more cut out for this than I thought. Did you really no. Did you really leave a job?
I'll let you in on a secret.
Yeah. I like secrets.
No, I didn't leave a job.
You're still working. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
What did you used to do?
Guess you're gonna have to keep me on, and maybe you'll find out. And I walk away.
What a move. What a move. Folks, a few quick updates here for you. We are $55 away from hitting our $400 goal here for the night. Donors, I'd like to remind you a personal GM session with the one and only Zupriya is on the table here for you. Remember, minimum $5 donation enters you for that raffle. Remember to include your name for the raffle. In the meantime, I'm going to give everyone 10 minutes, a little 10-minute break. Get some water, use the restroom, think about who you're going to remove from this game going forward. And we'll be back in 10 minutes for the voting ceremony. Toodaloo. Welcome back to the island, friends. I am here to let you know that during the in-between portion, we got another donation. So we're only $45 away from hitting our goal for the night. And yes, I still will inflict that condition at a voting ceremony. I don't care about God's rules. So let's proceed with the ceremony. For 5 of you, this is a brand spanking new experience. So you are all given for the very first time your own torch. Virginia, Sia, Rachel, Oliver, Callus. You are invited to dip your torch into the fire in the center of the ceremony. As always, the hat is off for Chet Provolone because this is serious business. And he gestured saying, please dip your torches into the fire. In this game, fire represents your life. When the fire is out, so are you. Wow. Keon's finding new ways to surprise me every day. It's a joy to know you.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you are all welcome to sit. He slaps his knees and goes, all right. First time meeting 5 of you here in this context. Elise and April, welcome back. Everyone is up for voting tonight. No one is immune by actions of challenge here tonight. So I guess I'm going to start with you, April. With how the game has gone so far and having some experience in this, how do you approach this vote tonight?
This vote's unique, Chet, obviously, because it's the first one after the merge. But to be honest, my strategy hasn't changed all that much because my strategy is still to win. So I'm doing what I can to facilitate that and to facilitate, the good of the group, I think.
That is the ultimate question. How do you put yourself in the best position to win? Virginia, what's your philosophy on that?
It's hard, Chet. It's like, do you go with what you know and the people that you know, and maybe we aren't the tightest group or the most amicable group with each other, but we know each other and we've been around each other for 2 weeks versus two strangers basically to us kind of walking here. So it's hard to know what's better, the devil you don't know or the devil you do.
That's true. Sia, there's a logic to sticking together as 5. It's 5 versus 2. You pluck them off. You all start duking it out with each other. That would be a very easy option. But it's just as easy to look at your core group right now, these people you've been with the past 3 weeks, and think to yourself, well, now hold on. Maybe we can make a move here. How do you approach that?
That is the big question tonight, Chet. Honestly, in an ecosystem, plants do reach through to each other when one is struggling, even through their roots. And I don't know the 2 new people as closely as they know them each other, So it, that is hard. But again, how much do we know of ourselves?
That's a good point. Elise, you just met these people. Do you feel like you've made headway in getting to know them and how they operate? Or are you feeling kind of shaky on everything?
I mean, I hope that the time that we've gotten to spend together is enough a reflection on my character. But if that's still up in the air, I will say a lot of other people on my team thought I was worth keeping on and wanted to see me go forward. I still think I have a lot of potential to offer a team.
That's an interesting point. And Rachel, when it comes down to it, sure, the Ericto team was knocking themselves out one by one, but these 2 survived the onslaught. Is that something that garners respect in your eye, or do you just see them as your next target?
Well, from what I hear, they survived by playing nice patty cake with each other or something. So I feel like that's not really relevant anymore.
Callus, this is definitely a cruel game. This can be something where relationships can play a big part, a small part, any kind of part. Do you feel the vibes have been too kind, or are you coming into this saying, now hold on, maybe we should be making friends here?
I just think that, we went into this going 5 strong, and we're still 5 strong. I haven't heard any 2 strong, 3 strong, and 0 strong. It's been rough. At least it's been rough for me, but am I slowed down? Absolutely not. I've been bouncing back after this. Like dehydration, who? Just it's fine. Well, look, if you can't swim, you sink. And I'm swimming. We're swimming. Most of us.
Most of us is interesting. Oliver, I've saved you for last on purpose, my friend. Of anyone, you know this game better than most. You've seen a lot of different types of strategies succeed and fail. But of course, this is a different type of game than it has been in years previous. What is the answer? Is there an answer?
Ched, I've been sitting here thinking about this entire time, just trying to figure out what the answer could possibly be. And like all of my other members have been saying, we came into this saying 5 strong, and I also want to play this game with the strongest. And looking around, I think we've got it.
I guess it's just going to have to see what happens. Now, we are going to go into the voting portion of tonight's ceremony. But before we begin, I'm going to open the floor to anyone who has a non-immunity skull type of advantage. Is there anyone who wishes to use an advantage before we begin? If you do, you may direct message me when you go to vote. Does that make sense? All right. With that out of the way, everyone, go ahead and message me your votes. Everyone, private message me on Discord. If you're going to be using an advantage as part of your vote, let me know. If your advantage has a verbal mechanic to it, you may do that at any point before I read the votes. And now we wait patiently as the votes start trickling in. This is very fun. I'm getting all sorts of things here. Hearing all the little Discord sounds in my ear, answering questions. Everything is getting kooky up in here. Okay. Here we go. Almost there. Okay. The votes are officially in. If there is anyone who wishes to use an immunity skull or a secret advantage, you may do so now. Elise.
I walk up to Virginia and I ask them for their knife.
Elise is using their steal and advantage that they got. Virginia, your knife now belongs to Elise.
I'm taking this not because I don't trust you, I'm taking this because I don't want this to resort to violence. And if I'm leaving, I would like to prevent that from happening and breaking out between the remaining people who are going to stay. If I stay, I'm going to give this back to you.
Very honorable. And I hand it over like no problem.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to use an immunity skull or a secret advantage? Okay. I will read the votes. First vote, Rachel. Second vote, Elise. Third vote, April. We have a 3-way tie. Second vote, Rachel. Excuse me, fourth vote. I can't count. Fifth vote, Elise. Sixth vote, April. 3-way tie, 2 votes each. 2 votes left. Seventh vote, Elise. But we have 1 final vote. Eighth vote, and the 4th person to be eliminated from Castaway the Island, Elise. Matt, nice
Oh,
going
God.
home with you.
Elise takes her FBI badge out from underneath her shirt. She goes up to Chet and says, "You better hope that no one freaking dies. Otherwise, we are going to be so far up your ass. You're going to need Mr. John Doctor over there to help you out."
Oh, see, where was that?
Well, Elise, that is unfortunately not up to me,
There
and
was
our
an
papers
FBI
are
agent.
in order. Elise, unfortunately, you have been eliminated from the game. Julianne, I have been so fortunate to have you on this show. Big fan of all you do here and outside of the show. There's going to be an Elise-sized hole in our cast now going forward, and your absence will be felt. But please tell us where we can find more of you.
Thank you so much for letting me be on this. This was so much fun. I'm Julianne Kastner, and I'm on social media as Julianne Kastner because I'm not creative with my social media names. But I'm the editor, and I am one of the players for the TTRPG podcast, Wing Women. And if I'm reading this, I sound like I'm reading this from a piece of paper, I am because I didn't want to mess this up. So Wing Women is a semi-historical, award-winning TTRPG podcast that uses Jason Morningstar's Night Witches game system. I and my table of friends are playing as female pilots fighting Nazis all the way through World War II. It's something I'm incredibly proud of, a labor of love, and it's delightfully stupid in the best way. And we have 2 seasons out already, so if you want to check them out, we are actually going to be recording season 3 next week. So I'm very excited, and this was a lovely place for me to exit so I can go work on that. But yeah, check out if you want to listen to me punch Nazis and be hella gay while I do it. Please find Wing Women wherever you find your chaotically queer podcasts.
One of my very favorite podcasts on the planet, Julianne, one of my very favorite podcast performers on the planet. And I will miss you, my friend, but unfortunately, your time with us has come to an end. Everyone wave goodbye to Elise and Julianne as they board the boat to the fancy hotel.
Bye, guys.
Have fun with Chad.
Go be with your man.
I go up to April.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to definitely make you make one final mental check to pull that off.
I will take a condition to facilitate this.
Interesting. Okay.
That's
okay.
good. That's good. That's fun.
I
Yeah, that's
will
good.
absolutely allow that. April, you go down to a D8. The knife is trying to be hidden with you. Maybe the emotions got the best of Elise. You get a little stabbed in.
Sorry.
There's a knife in you, but you have the knife.
Okay, bye. Stay alive. Okay, bye.
Bye.
And I leave.
That's a weird hug.
Yeah, is that how y'all always say bye?
Yeah. Every
Man.
time. Every
Some
time. You know,
secret
it
dance or
hurts.
something.
It hurts so much to see her go. You know, it's
Are they
It's
dancing
awful.
like rabbits? That makes sense.
oh
Mhm.
man. Yeah, that hurts so bad.
So we return to camp. The 5 strong still intact, and April, the lone surviving member of the Oricto team. I will spend our final moments of this stream allowing you all to digest what just happened, have a chat. You may pull anyone aside. I'm kind of open seasoning this one. There are 6 of you. You are all professional role players. I am sure you know how this works. Discuss the vote, and we'll go through the nighttime routine and what may or may not happen to you.
I just wanted to like look at April and was like, did you get food at all?
Food. I did eat those bugs.
Okay.
I did eat those bugs. Those count?
Just-
Those bugs count?
Those count.
Okay. Yeah, I ate. And
Okay.
off camera, Sia was nice enough to let me drink from her flask. So I'm good.
Okay.
How,
Just making
how,
sure.
how are you doing?
I mean, I've been better. I've been way worse.
Have you?
Yeah. You don't know this. So a while back, I did this, except it wasn't on purpose because I crashed in the plane. I
Oh
wasn't flying the
wow.
plane.
You weren't flying the plane.
No, I was a passenger. I was like made it out actually with a couple other people, which is we all survived, which is great.
Yeah, no, you didn't have to like eat anyone, right?
No, they didn't come to that. Just like some weird bugs, eggs, lots of eggs.
Yeah, you seem to be really big on the egg thing. I mean, eggs are great for protein, so
Yeah, I mean, I'm a farmer, like in my like day to day, a farm influencer, a farmer. People keep trying to make the word work, and it doesn't. So just say farm influencer.
Yeah, did you grow up on a farm?
No, just kind of like after having this scrounge for my life, I realized that providing for yourself is fun when you don't need to do it or die. So I started a farm.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Man.
just
Yeah, I mean, tonight was tense, so
yeah. Look, I just we talk big talk for the show. Just want to make you the target is not fully on your back.
I mean, 5 strong, right? I get it. No hard feelings.
Look, I play stuff up for the camera all the time. Again, influencer.
Yeah, no, of course. You got to play things up for the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thanks for checking on me. I appreciate it, Callus.
Yeah, I got you, Nicole.
Yeah. Is there a first aid kit in Camp Grant?
There is. It has 2 uses remaining.
Yeah. I'm gonna, pat Callus on the back, and I'm gonna go grab that.
Take care of that knife wound that you took
Yeah,
on.
just a bit. It's really TV hot again. Where behind a tree, April takes off her shirt and she wraps the bandages around her torso.
You're gonna see if you know what you're doing. Make a mental roll for me. If you have a skill in first aid, you can apply it, but make a mental roll.
Okay. Sorry, I need to put away my D20 and grab my.
That's true. You did take that condition.
I did take that condition. You know what? It was worth it. Okay, that's a 7 plus 6
For a 13,
for a 13.
just clears the threshold that I put on for the first aid kit, so you can have your D10 back.
Okay. Oh,
turn our-
should I be so selfish and no, I'm not gonna do that.
I turn our attention over to the other members of the Ave's team, Sia, Rachel, Virginia, and Oliver. April went to go take care of themselves. Callus had a chat with them. How are you all feeling after a successful removal of a rabbit in your midst?
Well, that went well. That went
Yeah,
very well.
That was fun.
Yeah. The math was interesting of it all.
I was thinking that. I was thinking
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
The math was interesting of it all. What
Do
was
they-
interesting to you, Virginia?
There was an extra vote. I noticed that one.
Hmm.
That's where the confusion was coming into. I was trying to do math about that.
Mm.
'Cause I know who I voted for.
Yeah.
Yes, I cast one vote.
Who casted an extra vote?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that
Very curious.
curiouser and curiouser?
I mean,
Because I'm going to off on a wild limb here and say that Elise and April voted for you and points at Rachel. And I'm like, that was the
That's
kind
what
of
I
the
thought.
plan. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
have to assume. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That would be very smart of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
mhm.
And then do you want to say who we voted for to get this out of the air?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. Elise.
Yeah,
April?
I voted for Elise.
I voted for Elise.
I voted for April.
Ooh.
Yeah, voted for April
interesting.
too. Just in case.
No. Yeah.
It's called diversifying.
Where'd the extra vote come from?
That's the question here.
Uh,
That's the sticking point, Callus. So we're trying to figure that out.
right. Yeah. There's.
So,
Hmm.
did you get in?
I will allow April to re-enter this conversation if they wish.
Oh, April, hi.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm not interrupting, am I?
Oh, of course not.
No.
No.
We're just trying to figure out where that extra
There's room
vote
here.
came from.
We're just
Yeah.
talking about who we voted for.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
No, so weird. So weird. That three-way tie was fun for a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it
Juicy.
broke. Yeah.
It broke extra though.
Yes. It was
So
a three-way tie for what was it? 2 times. So
Uh-huh.
that's all of us at that point. -1, and then suddenly there was 2 more votes.
Yeah, which is
And-
not clicking.
No, that's weird. Yeah. I mean, it turns out she was an FBI agent, so maybe production just wanted to get her out of the way.
Did you know that?
So she lied to
That's
you.
interesting.
Dang.
Why would they
Good.
have an FBI agent on a show where we're possibly gonna die? That seems like a very
Well, they did
risky
seem really
thing.
pissed off at
That
Chet.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It did seem like they were here
Because of
secretly.
that.
yeah.
It's like a undercover like situation, which is making
Yeah,
The
I
me
new
mean-
question a
rules,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't tell me anything, so that was. I'm just as surprised as you guys are, to be honest.
Mm.
Hmm.
I guess.
Well- I just think that if they were an FBI agent, then maybe she would have played more aggressively. I think that she could have, she could have really put up a fight.
I mean, sometimes to win, you don't play the most aggressive. Because that's putting all of your cards on the table.
True. And if
Yeah.
they were trying to get information on chat, maybe they wanted to survive long enough for it. That's what
Well,
Mm,
makes sense.
we don't
mm.
know that. We don't know that she was here for Chet.
Well, I mean, she made
Well,
a
she
huge
did kind of walk
spectacle.
up to
Yeah, yeah. The whole like,
It did seem like she was very excited to scold him.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think they actually put on like our release forms that murder was on the table.
No, which
Yeah, so
you should kind of sign up for stuff like that. I heard about this
Yeah.
other game where like if you play games and then you don't like win, you die. It's kind of like that. I don't like it, but at least they know what they're getting into.
right.
Mm.
Sure. Well,
Hmm.
6 of us now. April, you're the last Oricto here. Any thoughts on that, or
Well, it was going to be this at some point, right?
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
that's just how it was going to go. I mean, I'm sad to see my team go so soon, but
sure?
maybe it's for the best, you know. At least I know they're all alive. So.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we all got a good vibe from you though, April. I mean,
Yeah.
clearly, Elise was hiding something pretty major from all of us. So
Super major, yeah. No,
Agreed.
that's super major. No, I'm excited to camp out with you guys and live here. You guys all seem great. Yeah, no, I mean, this is just competition.
sure.
Of course.
We'll say we should probably do a better job of collecting some supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a tomorrow thing, right? We'll wake up dehydrated, hungry, some of us, and then
I mean,
We'll
there's
work on
there's a
Rachel
fish
chugs
in the
a
fire.
canteen full of water.
Like, oh right, shit.
See,
There's
glass, like, not
there's
going, that's making noise. Just
a
sorry.
fish on the fire for y'all. If I'm good on food for tonight, so
Oh
don't
wow.
need to-
yeah, I mean, I'd love some fish.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
I ate the bugs, so I'm good. I don't have.
Were they
That was-
good?
That depends on how you measure good. It was, it made me feel really strong for a second there, so
Mhm.
that was nice. It's kind of like wearing off though, so now I'm kind of
A
about
little
it.
nauseous.
But yeah, it's so I'm probably not gonna.
First
eat
time I
anything.
got it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was worth it though. I would say,
Yeah, you're still here.
yeah, that's really all I could hope for at this point. I'm still here and I'm still alive, and I get to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, let's see who that stays true for. We have now reached the end of this cycle, which means I get to inflict a few things upon you. You're going to want to be very hyper vigilant on how you're taking care of yourself during this time period. The following people successfully ate at some point during this week: Rachel, April, Oliver, Callus, and Sia. Virginia, did you get that fish in the end? Did I hear that right?
I will grab it. I'll grab it right now.
Callus is giving you his
Yes.
fish, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And Callus ate an egg. Okay. Everyone avoids hunger, but not everyone avoids feeling dehydrated. Oliver, Virginia, April, you all will take a dehydration condition.
Not
And
me.
drop-
I drank from Sia's flask.
You did.
I also had the drink from the food.
You did.
The soda.
Yeah,
The
it was the
soda!
vegan soda at that. So it was
Yeah.
sparkling water.
I did write that.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
I did make a note of that. Okay, so only Virginia takes a dehydration condition. But now let's see what the weather has to say. Cue an indie band playing at the 17-minute point of a podcast. Sick Night Vale reference, Grant. Okay, here we go.
Incredible.
Yep.
Doing great, sweetie.
Okay, a 9 on the weather die. All right, gang, we're gonna have to do some surviving with your shelter. I need one volunteer because you're going to be dealing with wind and rain. Everyone is going to have to make me a physical check. If you have a skill in shelter, you can apply it here. But I need one brave volunteer who's willing to take on the harder DV to keep your shelter standing. Your job is going to be taking the worst of it outside and making sure it stays upright.
I'm willing to do it.
I will let you two negotiate.
You have shelter skill?
No, I don't have shelter skill. I'm just very strong.
Oh, okay. If you were to gauge how strong you are with like a number,
On a scale of 1 to 12.
Like on a scale of 1 to 6.
On a
what would
6,
you say it is?
I would say steel doesn't bend. That's what I would say.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Oh my god.
I mean,
looking
ditto.
for
I was looking for a number.
Okay. Okay.
What if we just, do you want to roll? Should we just like roll
you
to
can
see?
contest the die for it if you want.
Just to do you think you have this, Virginia? You think you got it?
I think I could do
You
it.
think you got it?
Yeah. I show
Okay.
off my muscles.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Everyone is going to
the
make me a
question,
physical question.
Is just like, does the condition go into effect today?
Yeah. If you do not pass this check, you will take a cold condition.
Okay.
And if Virginia doesn't pass her check, well, then something bad will happen.
Okay.
So I need everyone to roll me their physical check. If you have shelter, you may add +2 to it, and we'll see who passes. 10 total for Rachel. Okay.
13 for me. I don't have enough fingers for that.
Yeah, 14.
Let's see it with 14.
I'm gonna
Callus,
use one of my +1s from our lovely sponsors to get to a 10.
bringing you to a 10. Okay.
I will use one of my +1s as well to get me to a 17.
Beautiful. Your shelter remains upright. Virginia did the damn thing. However,
Sure.
only April and Sia remain warm tonight. Anyone who rolled under a 12, being Rachel, Callus, and Oliver, will take one cold condition and drop a die. Virginia, it defies all logic, but you adrenaline your way through avoiding a condition.
Am I allowed to
okay.
use my +1s to get out of it? Because I have 2,
Yes.
which would bring me exactly to a 12.
Yes, you can. That's what they're there
Thank
for.
you.
Thank you, donors.
I will do that.
What,
Thank you
What
so
am
much.
I going to say? The trans money doesn't count? No.
No.
In fact, trans money counts more.
Hmm.
In this game, it does anyway. Okay. You awake in the morning, some of you colder, some of you thirsty, no one at full strength, and you are going to be introduced. You don't have to play it. You're going to be introduced to the arena that your next challenge is in. You will see a large circular inbound sort of like containment area. There's like a big long circle made of bamboo and a big pile of dirt patch there. Off to the side, there's a test your might machine with a punching bag attached to it and a big glowing number to show how hard you hit it. And you see Chet standing there in kind of a referee garb with a whistle around his neck, and he says, "Welcome, everyone. I know that now that we are merged and there's someone out of our midst, that tensions are high. So this week, you're going to have a very literal opportunity to test your might against each other in the battle pit." And folks, that's where we're going to end our session this week. Thank you, everyone for playing here today. The drama, the twists, the turns. We will miss Julianne and Elise very, very much. And thank you, audience. We raised an additional $55 for Trans Lifeline here tonight. Every dollar is a good dollar. Thank you to our named and anonymous donors. That $400 goal will remain in effect to next week. Who knows? We might hit it twice again. Everyone's getting real close to something spooky happening. And as a friendly reminder to our donors and players, if any player dies on camera in any capacity, our friends at Afterthought Committee will add 5 community copies of Castaway to their itch page. So donate and donate often. As for next week, we shall return with the full group, continuing to raise funds for Trans Lifeline. We're going to now do our raffle to see who wins the GM session with Zoop. And that will go to the donor named Alex. Alex, if you are out there, feel free to message myself or GN Burb on Discord so we can get your information and link you up. Thank you for donating here tonight. Zoop is a genius. You're going to have a lot of fun doing that. And that's it. Everyone give our players a round of applause. Give them a hand, give them a round of applause. It's getting late for all of us. We will be back with more Castaway shenanigans next week for part 4, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.